of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. For lunch today, we'll be having Mexican pizza, French fries, carrot potatoes, and fruit choice. Today's after-school activities will include boys and girls varsity track practice at the football stadium from 3 to 5 p.m. Girls varsity cheerleading practice at Gym 1 from 3 to 5 p.m. Girls varsity volleyball conditioning at Gym 2 from 3 to 5 p.m. Boys 7th and 8th grade football mini camp at football stadium from 4 to 6 p.m. Boys varsity wrestling conditioning at the weight room from 4:15 to 5:30 p.m. Girls varsity basketball conditioning at Gym 2 from 5 to 7 p.m. and boys varsity basketball conditioning at Gym 2 from 7 to 9 p.m. Here's your daily reminder to wear your mask to keep everyone safe. And remember to be kind, be safe, and be responsible. Thank you and have a terrific Tuesday.
Good morning. As a prelude to this morning's assembly, it is only right that we pay homage to our country and, more importantly, those that have served her to protect us and our right to govern our own lives instead of being governed by the will of others. Can you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? And to our hearts. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Laurel high we sing to you, songs of highest praise. Hail our colors bright and true, ever all of our days. To you be praise and glory, our adoration high. We'll cherish thee forever, our dear old Laurel High.
Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody. Award recipients, honored graduates, special guests. I'd like to thank you all for taking time to take part in this special celebration. Each year, we take time to honor our academic all-stars. We often see these people's names in the newspaper for sports, for musicals, for dance competitions, for cheerleading. This is the one time each year where we get to recognize their academic excellence. Please notice these names as they're called and acknowledge the hard work that these students have put into the classroom and outside of the classroom to make these goals and successes possible. And thank you to the parents for supporting them along the way.
Welcome to our 58th Annual Academic Awards Program at Laurel Middle High School. It has been a long-standing tradition at Laurel to celebrate and recognize academic excellence within the senior class and the underclassmen. Please know that it is especially important this year, due to our nationwide pandemic, for us to make every effort we can to recognize and celebrate our students. Even if all of our students except the seniors and underclassmen award recipients are viewing our program in a live stream format. This program is also recorded and will be posted on the Laurel School District website. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that when it comes to scholarship recognition for the seniors, those acknowledged in this program include mostly scholarships sponsored privately through local, state, and national organizations. So here's a thank you that goes out to our local community sponsors for this year. Anderson Brothers Tools Incorporated, Wayne Patterson, Patterson Auction Services, Gaslight Home Sales Incorporated, Dean Natural Vendors, and Apple Grove Veterinary Clinic. The donations from these local businesses help to fund several of the awards for the class of 2021. I would like to emphasize, however, that many of these seniors are also receiving merit scholarships from their continuing education institutions. These merit scholarships are usually awarded based on academic achievement and can amount to thousands of dollars. So at this time, I would like to begin our recognition program by asking any senior that has been awarded any merit scholarship from your intended educational institution, please stand at this time. Thank you, seniors. From this podium, Mr. Pertile and I will introduce the award presenters, and they, in turn, will introduce each award winner from the other podium. Usually, we announce the private scholarships in the first half of the program and then move to the high school merit scholarships for the second half. This year, however, we will volley back and forth between the private scholarships and the merit awards, in order to give our faculty presenters time to get from their classrooms to the stage to present their awards. We will, of course, still end our program with the grand finale of recognition of our honors graduates. All award winners are asked to line up on the carpeted edge of the stage. When there are several recipients on stage at one time, students are asked to spread out evenly so that everyone can be seen. In addition, the audience is asked to please hold your applause until all of the recipients for that category have been recognized on stage. Now that some of these housekeeping items are out of the way, let us begin our program. Our first award presenter for the day is Mr. Jerry Markowitz from the Laurel Lions Club.
I'm proud to be here to represent the Laurel Lions Club and present the 2021 Community Service and Leadership Award. The Lions Club are involved in community service through the International with projects for the blind and blindness prevention and those needing eye care. Locally, we assist in Lawrence County when needed. We help with glasses and other special needs for our friends and neighbors. Last year, the stage was still, flat, nothing. This COVID thing drove us all away. No water droplets, no ripples. Today, I wish to stir things up with the Laurel Lions Droplet. We are honoring a graduate who has made droplets with hard work, by doing very well academically, participating in sports, active in our musical programs, band, orchestra, jazz ensemble, singing, and with middle school projects. He is a very active, working hard, and helping with projects at his church. We wish to add a Laurel Lions drop to the ripples from this student. Please welcome the 2021 Community Service Awardee, Andrew Blank. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Andrew. Riley Shearer, please come forward and present the next award.
Every year, my family gives out a Peggy Shearer Memorial Award. It's in memory of my aunt who passed away at a young age of cancer. It's awarded to a student who shows kindness and compassion to everyone they come in contact with. They always look forward into the positives and everything thrown their way. This year, we have decided to give this award to Alyssa Kumston.
I now have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Andrew McKissick and Mr. Mike Kroll from the Laurel Community Foundation to bestow some prestigious awards to two of our outstanding seniors.
Good morning. First, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates of the class of 2021. My goodness, they've showed a lot of resilience. They've showed a lot of dedication over the past 18 months, and I just wish to congratulate each and every one of them as they pursue their goals in the future. So congratulations, class of 2021. Also, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the staff, the great job that they did over the past 18 months in educating our kids. I just wish to thank each and every one of them for just doing an outstanding job this year and, you know, just taking care of, you know, of all of our kids throughout this trying time. So I wish to acknowledge the staff and the administration for all they've done. And now it's time for me to introduce Dr. Andrew McKissick. He is a 1997 grad of Laurel, Westminster grad, and a University of Michigan State grad. As everyone knows, he's the CEO, main surgeon of Apple Grove. And he'll be presenting our foundation awards. And by the way, we've been, the Laurel Community Foundation has been presenting these awards since 2000. So this is the 21st consecutive year that we've been fortunate enough to offer these scholarships to deserving seniors. So, Dr. McKissick.
Wish Mike wasn't so short there. I also wish I knew what he was going to say because I was kind of stole some of my thunder from what I was going to say, but would like to reemphasize to all you graduating seniors that really it's amazing what you guys have been through in the last 14 months. Probably the most trying times of your lives, hopefully will be downhill from here. So also like to say that to the staff and administration. They've had 100 years of research and teaching blown up and have to redo everything on the fly. And that really just amazes me. My wife's a teacher, and what you guys have been able to pull together in such a short time to try to help these seniors get to where they are is fantastic, so thank you very much. Our first scholarship is the Super Spartans Scholarship. We choose it based on what epitomizes the best of us. Academic high achievement, community service, and activity involvement, sports, church, everything else. This year's group was a fantastic group. I'd like to thank all of our applicants for doing a wonderful job, both out in the community and in the interviews with us. You know, you all were fantastic, and we were proud to call you our fellow Spartan alums. But the winner, unfortunately, we had to choose was Ms. Olivia Cottonbaugh for the Super Spartan. Our second is the Community Service Award. Very similar. Again, we like to see academic high achievement. We like to see a lot of different involvement, but also a little more of an emphasis on the community service. This year's recipient really impressed me based upon not just doing things that were already there, but actually going out and creating a new involvement with the community. And the award goes to Mr. Ian Herr.
One of our traditional undergraduate awards is based on good citizenship through service in their school and community. 1 8th grade boy and 1 8th grade girl are selected each year. This year's 8th grade Good Citizen Award recipients are Alyssa Sherman and Jackson Sodders. Please come forward. You may have to be seated. Thank you. Congratulations both Jackson and Alyssa. It is also my pleasure to announce another traditional award that Laurel presents to a senior art student who also uses their talents in community service. The Gift of the Rainbow Award this year is presented to Nora Paraska. Mr. Ryan Shevitz, math teacher and Conservation Club advisor, is up next.
J.C. Lee Shevitz. Come on up. This young lady is the recipient of the Bob Miles Conservation Award, presented to a senior member of the Laurel Conservation Club who best represents the characteristics of leadership, dedication, and enthusiasm in the advancement and preservation of the outdoors. J.C. has earned this through her hard work, spending countless hours helping plan and organize our Sportsman's Night Out events over the years. She has earned this through her dedication to cleanup efforts over the years with the Tri-County Cleanways, various sportsmen's clubs and associations, and the Big Green Cleanup. She has participated in more of these cleanup efforts than any other club member. And J.C. has earned this by assisting in numerous trout stockings. These days are spent stocking trout where most of the Bob Miles Award winners build a relationship with Bob Miles himself. He either comes up with a clever nickname for them or shares a common interest with them, and I believe Bob and J.C.'s common interest was music. The first time Jace came on a stocking trip, Bobo is what we call him, and folks here know that name. Bobo said, "Hey, J.C.'s riding with me." And every stop we made, they pulled in, jamming the Creedence Clearwater Revival. There was always some CCR song on. J.C. has served as an executive officer as a freshman, secretary of the Conservation Club as a sophomore, vice president last year as a junior, and she is the Laurel Conservation Club president this year as a senior. I am honored and proud to present the Bob Miles Conservation Award to my girl, J.C. Shevitz.
Daughters always make their dads cry, don't they? At this time, Mrs. Lori Heights, Family and Consumer Science teacher, will present the next several awards.
I'm going to turn the clock back 24 hours to yesterday morning when we held our athletic assembly. Anthony Conti, Caden Richards, and Jenna Cohen were unable to attend yesterday's awards assembly, so I spoke with Mrs. McClellan, and she was kind enough to let us present these awards. I know it's the academic assembly, but I feel these three students need recognized. So if Caden and Jenna could come up, and Anthony's elected to stay in his seat, but Jenna's going to take his award. First, we'll recognize Anthony, and I'm going to ask Jenna to take his award back to him like I already told you. But Anthony Conti is this year's MAC student athlete for the 2020-2021 school year. Each year, the MAC Athletic Conference, which we are a part of, recognizes an outstanding student athlete from each school in the conference, and this year, Anthony was selected. So congratulations, Anthony. Jenna Cohen received 2 awards yesterday, but she was taking the AP Calculus test, so she had to do that instead, which we totally understand. First of all, Jenna received the 100-point award for her participation this year in track. And also my favorite, this is the 3-sport letter winner award. Anybody that knows anything about sports, parents, you know how much time it takes to play one sport. While Jenna was able to balance her academics and her athletics and participate in cheerleading, cross country and track, which was all year. So congratulations. Our third award that we would have presented yesterday goes to Caden Richards, who was also taking the test. Now Caden, he lettered this year in football and track, but he's also the senior that had 2 varsity letters and has the highest GPA of any of our student athletes. So Laurel's 2020-2021 Scholar Athlete is Caden Richards. Thank you for allowing me to do that today, Mrs. McClellan. The Family and Consumer Science Merit Award goes to a student who has taken electives in our department in grades 9 through 12 and has done something that kind of stands out amongst the other students. This year's award winner can handle 24 7th graders by herself or with a substitute teacher. So if any of you have a 7th grader at home, you know what I'm talking about. But I couldn't have done it without her this year. It was a special year, and she's a special girl. This award goes to Laurel Miller.
Mrs. Elizabeth Ernst, Spanish teacher, will recognize the next recipient.
Buenos días, señores y señoras. Felicidades a todos los estudiantes aquí presentes. The Spanish Merit Award is given each year to a deserving senior who excels with the Spanish language. This year's award recipient is an all-around solid kind of student. This student is a leader in the class and is very pacific and level-headed. His pronunciation of the language is natural and native-like. He is always prepared with assignments and never complains about anything. It's very refreshing to have students that just go with the flow, who are willing to work hard to be successful. Hugo, por favor. Ven aquí enfrente. For 4 years, Caden has earned stellar grades in Spanish, but along the way, he has gained more than just a solid boost to his GPA. He has broadened his perspective of the world. In a day and age where cheating runs rampant, Caden has always maintained academic integrity. He works quietly, but helps his classmates in a respectable way when needed. Caden has plans to pursue marine biology at Gannon this fall. Perhaps he'll find time to earn a minor in the Spanish language there as well. Whatever he does, I'm sure that he will continue to learn about the world around him on his journey and, most importantly, make a positive impact on each person's life that he meets. Congratulations, Caden.
I like to tease Mrs. Ernst that she does such a nice job speaking Spanish that we ought to challenge her award recipient to say a few words in Spanish, too. What do you think, Caden? Up next to present is Mrs. Kristen Klingerman, choral teacher. The James Hellier Memorial Award is given to the choral student who exhibits the drive to improve the program, leadership skills, and an overall love and enjoyment of singing. This year's recipient has been a member of the choral program for 8 years. He was a member of the chamber choir in 8th grade, a men's festival participant, as well as an officer throughout his chorus career. Within the choir, he has established himself as a leader and has been one of the biggest encouragers. His personality, talent, and love of music will be missed next year within the choral classroom. The recipient of the James Hellier Memorial Award is Sean Redmond. The Choral Merit Award is given each year to the senior who has made the biggest impact on the choral program in his or her years within the program. This year's recipient has been a member of the choral program for 8 years. She was a 2-year junior high district chorus participant, a women's festival participant, and a PMEA District 5 chorus participant. She's been a featured soloist in chorus
and is a leader within the soprano section. She is also serving as president of the chorus this year. Her drive, leadership skills, friendliness, and enthusiasm have helped to make the choir a success, and she will be greatly missed next year. The recipient of the Choral Merit Award is Alexandria Bryan.
At this time, Mr. Brian Croach, band and music teacher, will present the next award.
Whatever you put into it is what you get out of it, and that is a phrase I say often, and it holds very true for our Instrumental Merit Award recipient. I'd like to welcome Sean Redmond to make the short walk up to the podium, please. And as he's standing here, I'd like to first congratulate all of our award recipients. It is a fine group of ladies and gentlemen. And now on to Sean a little bit. To get to this point, studying a musical instrument takes a lot of time, dedication, financial commitment, the ability to incorporate your intellect, athleticism, and emotion into what you're playing. And that is something that Sean Redmond does very well. He has performed multiple times with our various ensembles, from the concert band to the jazz band to the marching band, where he was the drum major for the past 2 seasons. Sean is a phenomenal musician and a great leader. He has led on multiple occasions, like I said, with the drum major position, and he even earned himself the prestigious award of the John Philip Sousa Award, which was given out at our band banquet. I'd like to congratulate Sean Redmond as being a phenomenal musician that will continue his career at Westminster, continuing to study music, and congratulations to our Instrumental Merit Award recipient.
A newer scholarship that was just created in 2018 is offered by the Pratt family. Natalie McCosby, please come forward. Based on her academic achievement and character, the Pratt Scholarship for 2021 is awarded to Natalie. Congratulations, Natalie. Each year, Laurel has a senior that makes plans to serve our country through a branch of the United States military. Robert Dix, please come forward. Also at this time, we would like any U.S. military veterans that are in the audience to please stand. Robert plans to serve our country in the U.S. Navy's nuclear engineering program. To Robert and all of our veterans, the Laurel School District, seniors, and families gathered here today, thank you for your service. Let's give them another round of applause. Mrs. Dawn Skirvitz, computer teacher, will present the next award.
Good morning. On behalf of the Business and Computer Department, I'm pleased to present this year's Computer Merit Award to Senior Sebastian Schaefer. Sebastian wears 2 hats at Laurel. On the one hand, he's a high-achieving senior student. On the other, he's a vital member of Laurel's technology team, and he often wears both hats at once. During the school day, when we have issues in the computer lab, we can always count on Sebastian to stop in and fix things. Last week, he was in South Carolina for a few days, and our computer network went down in the middle of a class period. The students in my room were grumbling about not being able to finish their work, and I look over and Ian Hur's on his phone, and I said, "Who are you calling?" And he said, "Sebastian." And I said, he's on the beach. I doubt he has his computer with him. But that's just an example of how much we rely on him to fix things. Sebastian is an outstanding student and just a very nice young man. I always look forward to having him in class. I think I speak for all of Laurel, especially the faculty, when I say we will miss him next year when he heads to the University of Pittsburgh to pursue a degree in computer engineering. Sebastian, we wish you the very best of luck. I predict a very bright future for you.
Mrs. Anne Marie Santini, business teacher and future Business Leaders of America advisor, will recognize the next recipients.
I will be fortunate enough to present 2 categories of awards this morning, and I promise I'm going to get down to business. The first award I will present is the Accounting Merit Award. This award goes to a student who has taken both Accounting 1 and 2 and has shown the ability to excel in the field of accounting. This year's recipient has maintained a 100% average throughout both of the years of accounting. She has been a true gem to have in class. She ensures that her work is done accurately, completely, and always on time. She is what you would say a true example of a busy person getting the job done. Her desire and determination will definitely help her excel in her future career. She does plan to attend Slippery Rock University and is an undecided business major, but I know that she will be an asset to any corporation for which she achieves employment. The winner of the Accounting Merit Award is Miss Natalie McCarthy. Now the next category, and the second and last category of awards I'm going to present, is for Future Business Leaders of America. And I would like to mention and honor those students who competed virtually at the regional competition that was held in December. So they still took the exams and they placed in the top 5 in his or her team or individual event. As I call your name, and if you're in the auditorium, an event, an award, please quickly come up to the stage and align along the stage to the far end so that we can recognize there's about 15 students that will be coming up here. The first winner at the regional level, first place, Natalie McCosby in the advertising event. Next, I have a team of Reagan Atkins, Danielle Pontius, and Gianna Salvia. They were in the Banking and Financial Systems event. If they're all 3 here, they'll get their certificate, and they placed first at the region. So we have 3 sophomores. Next, I would like Ian Herr to please join us on stage. Ian competed in a cybersecurity event, and he did place first at the region. There's more to come for Ian. The team of Seneca Bailey and Mariah McBride and Erica Price, please come up. They placed 3rd in the Introduction to Event Planning competition. The team of Talia Cartwright and Elena Perdue, they placed in the marketing event 4th place. Next, please, Sebastian Schaefer come up to the stage, and he placed first in the networking infrastructure event. The team of Lucia Lombardo, Mia Lombardo, Jamie McVicker, and Mackenzie Miles, they placed first in the parliamentary procedures event. The team of Chelsea Stewart and Bailey Hill, I know that Bailey's not here. There you go, Bill. Is Chelsea here? Okay, so neither of them are here, but they placed 2nd in sports management. And lastly, I have 2 senior gentlemen, Zach Miles and Griffin Basilani. They placed first in the sports and entertainment management event. as always, Laurel does display pride and promise when they compete in these events. As you can see, there's several students, even through this pandemic, that participated and did a great job. Let's give a final round of applause to our great job. Be seated. Now, I'm almost finished, I promise, but I'm going to give super recognition to these three individuals that are up on stage. So they placed first or second in their event at the regional level, qualified them with a high enough score to compete at the state level. And I would like Natalie to step forward, please. Natalie McCosby, she participated in the advertising event. And she doesn't know this yet, but the top 10 do receive an award, and Natalie was just after that. She placed 12th in the state. Over 4,000 students across Pennsylvania participated in these events. Now, here comes the truth. Ian, I want you to stand forward, please. Ian, drum roll, please, placed first in the state. Thanks. Yeah, thank everybody. In the cybersecurity event. Ian received a plaque about as big as me. It was a pretty large size plaque. He already received it. And this will have him the opportunity to move on to the national level and compete for scholarship awards in June. So we're going to root for Ian as he competes at the national level. Ian, congratulations. Sebastian Schaefer, boy, do we have some great people in this school, I'm telling you. He placed second in the networking infrastructures event. Now, just so you know, some of these other names that competed in these events I cannot pronounce. Okay, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying these people, they study nonstop. Ian has much hands-on experience. He got second in the state, and he's competing at the national level, and I do know that both of these gentlemen, Sebastian, will do very, very well. So let's give them all a round of applause.
Up next is Mrs. Dina Buckner, math teacher and department chairperson.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to present the Math Merit Award to one outstanding math student from the class of 2021. It's funny because some people are intimidated with math. I mean, it definitely can be irrational at times. But once you accept how real it is as easy as pie. I had to do it, I'm sorry. The fact is, the student receiving today's award is not intimidated by math at all. This is evident by the overall earned math GPA of 99.7%, which is the highest calculated for all math courses beginning with Algebra 1 through AP Calculus. So yes, we've been watching since 7th or 8th grade. It is with my great pleasure that I present this year's Math Merit Award to Natalie McCosby.
Every year, Laurel nominates a senior student for the Pennsylvania State Education Scholarship. Nominees compete against other seniors in Lawrence County by going through an interview process. Laurel's 2021 nominee was Olivia Kaminsky, and it is a pleasure to recognize her today. I'll get this right. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Cody Klebb was a class of 2013 graduate at Laurel High School, and Cody had a love for athletics and conservation. Cody's family, in his memory, created a scholarship for a Laurel High School senior who showed a similar passion in both of these areas. Laurel's 2021 recipient of the Cody Klebb Memorial Scholarship is Sebastian Schaefer. The Lawrence County School Retirees was given a donation by the estate of a former member who generously donated two $1,300 scholarships for each Lawrence County school. Recipients were chosen based on service and commitment to their school and the community. Laurel's recipients for this scholarship were Ian Herr and Olivia Kaminsky. At this time, Mrs. Heather Walzer, science teacher, department chair, and science Olympiad advisor will announce the next award.
Hello, everyone. Although it's unfortunate that I don't get to speak to you today about Science Olympiad, the season with COVID and problems with the pandemic kept us from competing this year, but we'll be back better next year. Although, unfortunately, we'll be losing some of our seniors. But today, it does give me great pleasure to be here to announce the Science Merit Award. Every year, the department chooses a student based on science and technology courses completed, GPA in those courses, and participation in extracurricular science activities. Our decision is not always an easy one, though, and this year is proof to that. Those quantifiable pieces of data also have to be accompanied by the qualitative capabilities of problem solving, attention to detail, and an innate sense of curiosity that only science can satisfy. This year's recipients checks all of those boxes. When I asked teachers for some quotables, I was told, always steps up and does great work, works tirelessly to see that everything is done right, an all-around good young man. And for Mrs. H, with a giggle and a smile, it took you long enough to join Science Olympiad, Seabass. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Sebastian Schaefer as our Science Merit Award.
Mrs. Patty Miles, social studies teacher and department chair, will present the next award.
To borrow a quote from my peer, Mrs. Scott's door, history is not was, it is. And we have been experiencing an unprecedented time in our history. Students and teachers have been asked to make learning happen in front of a computer screen. It has been a challenge for all of us, and these students have risen above the challenge. The student I'm about to honor met and rose above those difficult hurdles. The Fred Timms Social Studies Merit Award is given in honor of a longtime social studies teacher in the Laurel School District. This year's recipient is a meticulous young man who is dedicated and hardworking. Despite our academic year being upended by COVID last year, he managed to achieve the highest score possible on the AP US History exam. He is active in band, NHS, Student Council, Theater Arts, and FBLA, where, as you saw, he qualified for the national competition in cybersecurity. His plans are to pursue a computer science degree from Carnegie Mellon University, and I'm sure he will use that degree to do great things for our world. I present the Fred Timms Social Studies Merit Award to Mr. Ian Herr.
Next up is Mr. Dennis Wysocki, health and driver's ed teacher.
Okay, thank you. Nice to see families, very nice to see families in person. Honored graduates, this is the JPE Award, given in memory of Mr. James Philip Eney. Now, Mr. Eney was in the transportation industry, hardworking, motivated, generous man. That is why we have selected Gabriel McKnight as the recipient of this award. He was Now, Gabe lives up to the image that Mr. Eney exemplified. Congratulations, Gabe. And good luck in all your endeavors. Best wishes to the class of 2021. Thank
you. This year, we had 4 FFA members who were awarded the Keystone degree during the Pennsylvania State Farm Show in January. In order to receive the Keystone degree, an FFA member must have completed the following: demonstrated leadership ability, must have earned from their own efforts in agricultural programs a minimum of $1,000, worked at least 300 hours in excess of scheduled school time, must have a satisfactory academic record, and must have successfully completed 3 years of agriculture coursework and been an active member of the FFA. Only 2% of FFA members in Pennsylvania receive this degree. Our Keystone degree recipients for 2021 are Savannah Palmer, Nathan Fulton, Gabe McKnight, and Tamara Miller. The Ag Mechanics Merit Award goes to an individual in the Ag program who has excelled in the mechanics area. This year's recipient has been in the Ag program for 4 years, and his attention to detail and the pride he takes in his shop work results in its excellence. He has completed a large majority of the shop classes offered through the curriculum here at Laurel. Upon graduation, he will continue working in the mechanics field. At this time, I would like to have Justin Hunt come forward to receive this year's Ag Mechanics Merit Award. The Howard Fox Memorial Award goes to an individual in the Ag program who has demonstrated leadership abilities as well as excelled in the FFA. Our recipient has definitely put his leadership skills into action as well as maintained a positive attitude. He has been a huge helping hand the past 4 years in Laurel's FFA, where he has spent hundreds of hours in the Ag classroom. The 2021 Howard Fox Memorial Award winner is Gabe McKnight. Next up is Mrs. McClellan to present a few awards.
As a mother of an Eagle Scout, I am always excited to announce this particular award. The next seniors I would like to recognize have earned the highest rank in the Boy Scouts of America, the rank of Eagle Scout. Shane Cross and Ross Shaner, please come forward. Stay down there, center stage, you're good. Make Kurtz, I'll come to you, it'll be all right. Less than 2% of all young men who join Boy Scouts achieve this high honor. These two seniors each earned over 21 merit badges, as well as coordinated a major service project in order to meet the requirements for Eagle Scout. Congratulations and well done, gentlemen. At this time, we would like to recognize two lovely Laurel students who participated in the Lawrence County Distinguished Young Woman Program. Alyssa Cumston and Jenna Conan, please come forward. Both of these young women earned scholarship money through their participation in the program. Each of these young women did an excellent job representing the Laurel community. Nicely done, Alyssa and Jenna. Congratulations. Now up, Mr. Tim Schellenberger will present the Chemistry Merit Award.
The study of chemistry requires dedication, attention to detail, and an intense curiosity about the world around us. Class of 2021, many of you possess these qualities. This group of seniors are some of my favorite and most accomplished chemistry students of my 19 years at Laurel. This morning's Chemistry Merit Award goes to the top chemistry student in the class of 2021. However, I would first like to bring 5 people to the stage to be recognized this morning. Would Anthony Conti, Andrew Doherty, Olivia Kaminsky, Lauren Mengel, and Sebastian Schaefer please join me on the stage? Sorry, those words were just for them. All right, without further ado. All of these students have excelled in both chemistry and AP chemistry, not only because of their intelligence, their work ethic, their curiosity, determination, and attention to detail. On behalf of the McKissick family and the Apple Grove Veterinary Clinic, I am proud to award the 2021 Chemistry Merit Award to Ms. Lauren Mendel.
Every 9 weeks, students are recognized for their hard work when they see the extra note on their report card indicating honor roll and high honor roll status. At this time, any student in their classroom or student on stage who have earned honor roll or high honor roll for at least one working period this year, please stand at your seat to be recognized. Will we please give them all a round of applause? Laurel initiated a Pride and Promise program, which recognizes citizens of the Laurel area and members of the school district who give back to the Laurel community in some way. Each month, pictures of the Pride and Promise recognees are displayed in our high school lobby. Congratulations to Jenna Fabian, Sebastian Schaefer, and Shane Cross. All of these students were recipients of the Pride and Promise Award this year. Mr. William Allman, science teacher and president of the Laurel Education Association, will recognize the next recipients.
Our greatest natural resource is the minds of our children. Walt Disney famously put this quotation on the wall of the American Adventure in his Epcot Center. I find that I couldn't agree more. My name is Bill Allman, and I'm proud to greet you all this morning on behalf of the Laurel Teachers Association. It is both an honor and a privilege to be one of those that is entrusted by this community with such a valuable natural resource. I'm here this morning to honor 2 Laurel seniors with scholarships to help them achieve their educational goals. The first scholarship I will be awarding is for a student that will be going into the trades or skilled labor. Over the past 16 months, the new term coined as essential worker has been tossed around more than I would ever have imagined. The only path to a good-paying, rewarding career is no longer through the halls of major universities. This does not make the trade schools and groups a free option either. In recognition of this, we are awarding a scholarship to a student choosing to go into the skilled labor trades. This year's Laurel Teachers Association Skilled Labor Scholarship is awarded to Gabe McKnight. The second scholarship this morning goes in remembrance of teachers that have served this community dutifully, but have unfortunately passed on. If you grew up in this community, you may still have fond memories of time spent with educators that are no longer with us. Bringing up last names such as Bobbin, Stambaugh, Bender, Bakewell, McEwen, English, Tim, Holtzapple, Rich, and McLaughlin will often bring back a story or a smile. Now, this is not a comprehensive list of influential educators, and omissions are just due to limited time. We have been blessed with so many great past educators through this district. It is in the honor of keeping these names and memories alive that we give this award. This year's recipient of the Laurel Teachers Association Faculty Memorial Scholarship is a well-rounded senior. Congratulations to Sean Redmond.
On behalf of Emily Garner in the English department, I will be presenting the English Merit Award to the senior who has displayed the most dedication and creativity through their years in ELA. The class of 2021 English Merit Award winner is Lauren Mengel. Every year, the Lawrence County School Counselors Association recognizes a senior student based on their commitment to academics and service to their school. This year, Laurel's award winner once again is Lauren Mengel. With global headquarters in Newcastle, PA, Steelite International is the world's leading manufacturer and supplier of award-winning tabletop and buffet solutions for the hospitality industry. Servicing over 140 countries, Steelite is committed to offering the best in functionality and design in china, metal, glass, and wood. Steelite President and CEO John Miles is a Laurel High School alumnus with strong ties to the area. In recognition of his leadership, community support, and philanthropic efforts, the employees of Steelite International have founded the John D. Miles Honorary Scholarship Fund, awarded to an outstanding Laurel senior pursuing college, trade school, or apprenticeship post-graduation. Andrew Blank and Olivia Kaminsky were chosen as the 2021 recipients and will both receive a scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Mary Lou Deal was a special education teacher for 40 years and sadly passed away in January 2021. Her husband established a scholarship in her honor at her favorite school, Laurel High School. This is for a student pursuing a career in special education. Laurel's 2021 recipient for the Mary Lou Deal Scholarship is Meredith Connor. MLD Business Solutions recognized a student with perfect attendance since kindergarten. The $500 scholarship for this exceptional feat is Frankie Lynn Duddy. At this time, Mr. Ryan Wypeck, technology education teacher and best dressed guy in this building, will present several awards.
Funny you said that. So, as I was tying my tie this morning, I realized I'm almost dressed as stylish as Mr. Parkhouse today. But it's that time of year again.
Mr. Wypeck, can you please fix your tie?
Oh. Appreciate that, thank you. Got me all messed up. It's that time of year again. Another school year is about that. This last year has been very challenging, but you guys made it. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to the senior class. I wish you all nothing but the best. Today I have the honor of presenting two technology education awards. The first award is the Tools Materials Process Award. This award goes to a student that has shown the ability to create exceptional woodworking projects. Not only has he learned how to use traditional woodworking machinery, but he's also incorporated lasers, CNC routers, computer-aided drafting skills into his projects. The student always stays busy in the shop, makes the best use of his time, has a great work ethic, and is always willing to lend a helping hand. Congratulations, Jared Reese. Next, I will be presenting the Computer-Aided Drafting Award. This student has taken 9 computer-aided drafting courses, a total of 14 technology education classes. We spent a lot of time together. I didn't realize that. He's incorporated CAD into everything he's done. In my shop, he's incorporated his engineering skills as well. He's one of the first students to explore the VEX robotics program last year. He even drew a 3D model of it. He's learned how to use 3D printers, lasers, and CNC equipment. The amount of dedication and desire for perfection this student has shown is amazing. I thank you for all of your help, and I'm confident that you will succeed in the engineering field. Congratulations, Andy Harlan.
Mr. Jay Coleshauser, social studies teacher and student council advisor, will now share several recognitions.
Congratulations to all the award recipients and to the class of 2021. As student council advisor, I'd like to recognize the seniors selected as student of the month. Braden Niles. Come on up, come on up. Sebastian Schaefer. Sean Redmond. Jenna Conan. Ian Hurd. And Andrew Blank. Each year, Student Council awards a $100 scholarship randomly to one of the winners. Congratulations, Sean Redmond. My next recognition is the Andy Lynn Memorial Scholarship. Andy Lynn was a 1999 graduate of Laurel High School. Andy was my neighbor growing up and one of my first friends as a child. Andy, his older brother Jack, and other neighborhood kids would regularly play backyard football together. Andy was a dedicated football player and weightlifter. Since his passing, Laurel Varsity L has had an Andy Lynn Memorial Scholarship. I was honored as a recipient of this award as a Laurel football player. At this time, I'd like to recognize Andy Harlan, who is Andy Lynn's nephew, as the award recipient.
I would like to take this time to thank several people who are responsible for this year's academic award program. Mr. Ed Novad and his custodial staff for the stage setup, Mrs. Kristen Klingerman for the live piano music, Mrs. Susan Grin and her art students for the stained glass paintings along the sides of the auditorium. These paintings were created for Laurel's musical performance of Godspell 2 weeks ago. The students worked very hard on them and they turned out so beautiful that we decided to keep them on display for all of our end of the year ceremonies. Mr. Brian Croach, Ian Hurd, and the Laurel Jazz Band for the music. Mr. Robert Lee and his technology staff for the live streaming and recording of the program. Mr. Greg Walzer and his AV crew for the lights and sound. And finally, a special thanks goes out to our guidance secretary, Mrs. Linda Barletta, for the program layout, award certificates, and her long hours of hard work coordinating everything behind the scenes. Can we please have a quick round of applause for all of them? I will now turn the podium to Mr. Frangel and Mrs. Engel, who will finish our last section with the senior honor graduates. We just have to give Mr. Frangel 1 second. He's fashionably late. We will now begin the ceremony for the class of 2021 honor graduates. Please contain your justifiable applause until all names have been announced. The class of 2021 honor graduates, cum laude, cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. Honor graduates, when your name is called, please grab your honors cords from Mr. Frangel and line up here on the stage. Ridge Beecham. Andrew Blank. Alexandria Bryan. Ken Chapman. Rylan Collier. Meredith Connor. Justin Doty. Alexandra Elliott. Justin Fell. Elena Marino. Emma Macbeth. Catherine McKee. Gabriel McKnight. Jamie McVicker. Kendra Ramey. William Stewart. And Isaiah Wachowski. These are your class of 2021 cum laude graduates. Next are magna cum laude graduates, cumulative GPA 3.75 to 3.99. Bailey Boyer. Shane Cross. Frankie Lynn Duddy. Nathan Fulton. Robert Herr. Jonna Lynn Holiday. Ethan Houck. Madison Ponslow. Mackenzie Prizer. Ross Shaner. Riley Shear. Snyder.
Yeah.
Eric Such. Kaylee Withrow. And Brooke Zeppelin. These are your class of 2021 magna cum laude graduates. Summa cum laude graduates. Cumulative GPA above 4.0. Brian Bessel. Anthony Conta. Alyssa Compston. Andrew Doherty. Robert Dix. Madison Domer. Ian Herr. Olivia Kaltenbach. Olivia Kaminsky. Jenna Conan. Nathaniel Luffy. Zachary Main. Natalie McCosby. Lauren Mengel. Dawson Milsick. Braden Morgan. Braden Niles. Lillian Pancher. Nora Paraska. Sean Redmond. Caden Richards. Emily Ruggieri. Sebastian Schaefer. J.C. Shevitz. And Griffin Basilani. These are the Laurel class of 2021 summa cum laude graduates. The last two recognitions will be for the salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2021. The salutatorian for the class of 2021 is Natalie McCosby. And the valedictorian for the class of 2021 is Olivia Kaminsky. Can we all please stand for the Laurel High School class of 2021 valedictorian and salutatorian?
At this time, I'd like to thank all of our award winners, congratulate all of our award winners, thank all of you parents and special guests for coming in. There'll be a photo opportunity in the entranceway as soon as everything is concluded here. What's that?
I was like, wait, I was like, come on,